Once I contacted Thomas Edison State University, it just empowered me to make one decision after the other to continue. The school itself has enriched me to want to continue on lifelong learning. I've improved in my critical thinking skills. I don't know where I'm going yet still, but I know this is the beginning.
I'm a commander in the U.S. Coast Guard. I'll be serving 41 years coming November. It's been a great pleasure attending Thomas Edison, and the professors were more than willing to work with me. After I came back from deployment, I picked up where I left off, and I succeeded. So Thomas Edison has provided me the right tools, the right environment for me to pursue this degree.
Well, I had always wanted to pursue my master's degree for many, many years, but as a single mother, I always thought it was going to be very, very impossible for me to do that and to complete that. But I really wanted to do that. I wanted to do it for myself. I wanted to do it for my children. So I decided that once I found this program, that it was the right time for me to come back to pursue my master's.
I got into my career after the military. It was always something that I wanted to complete. And then I guess when I got my family and my kids, and it's always been something in the back of my mind, but I wanted to do something that, how am I going to tell them to do something when it's something that I hadn't completed myself? With career and family, it catered to our lifestyle. That it was doable at that point. So you have your hard moments, you have the late nights, and you have your tests, and as long as you do it, you can get through, and it's at the end of the day, it's rewarding, because it's like, I got through it, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
My inspiration was my kids, and just for the future. You never know what you're gonna need, to just continue. It was always a goal of mine. When I was in high school and a little girl, I always said I'm gonna finish my bachelor's degree no matter what. So I chose to go back after getting my hair license, just to be proud of myself and really just show my girls, like, you can do this no matter what happens. I can do it anytime, any day, anywhere. I could travel with it. I could be up at midnight with my newborn baby doing homework. I tell all my friends to come. So it was just a wonderful experience. I wouldn't choose any other college ever again. If I'm gonna go back for my master's, it's gonna be here.
Here now in the presence of candidates for academic recognition are members of the staff, mentors, officials, alumni, honored guests, and friends. The 2016 commencement of Thomas Edison State University will be opened with a presentation of the colors by the Trenton Junior ROTC Color Guard, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner performed by Princeton Pro Musica.
Calls reverse, march. Colors, halt. Present, arms.
Dr. Pruitt, honored and distinguished guests, officers and staff of the university, mentors, candidates, alumni, former trustees, and friends. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Thomas Edison State University, I welcome you to our 2016 commencement ceremony. Now I'd like to introduce the other members of the Board of Trustees who are with us today. Please stand as your names are called and remain standing until all are introduced. And to the audience, please hold your applause until all are introduced. Fred Abadi, Richard Arndt, our trustees. Thank you. I'm pleased also to introduce members of the Thomas Edison State University Foundation Board of Directors who are with us today. Please stand as your names are called and remain standing until all are introduced. And please hold your applause until all are introduced. Michael Toscani, the chairman. Al Magazi, Ahmed Azmi, Jeffrey Stokes. Thank you. Now may I introduce the other members of the platform party. Please stand as your names are called and remain standing until all are introduced. William Seaton, Vice President and Provost. Mary Ellen Caro, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Learner Services. Dennis Devery, Vice President for Planning and Research. John Thurber, Vice President for Public Affairs. Robin Walton, Vice President for Community and Government Affairs. John Ajay, Dean of the School of Applied Science and Technology. Filomela Marshall, Dean of the W. Cary Edwards School of Nursing. Michael Williams, Dean of the School of Business and Management. John Woznicki, Dean of the Heavin School of Arts and Sciences. Joseph Youngblood II, Vice Provost and Dean of the John S. Watson School of Public Service and Continuing Studies. Henry Van Ziel, Vice Provost for Academic Administration and Dean of Graduate Programs. Mary Shute, the New Jersey State Librarian. Janice Kovac, the Alumni Representative. Catherine Puncello-Cobos, University Registrar. John Mellon, President of the Undergraduate Council. Amanda McLean, Chair of the Graduate Council. Also seated in the audience are members of the Graduate and Undergraduate Council, mentors, university officers, and staff. Would all of you please stand? The remaining members of the platform party will be introduced individually. Thank you, everyone. Graduates, let me say on behalf of the Board of Trustees and all of the distinguished guests on the platform and in the audience, how proud and pleased we are to share and celebrate this special day with you. Mr. Seaton.
We will have one speaker who will give reflections on behalf of all the graduates today. Ms. Ashley Pianko received her Master of Science in Nursing degree. She is one of 15 students accepted into Thomas Edison State University's first cohort of Doctor of Nursing Practice, or DNP, degree programs. A lifelong New Jersey resident, Ms. Pianko currently resides in Kenilworth, New Jersey, with her family and works as a nurse educator at Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health in Jersey City. Ms. Pianko.
Good afternoon, President Pruitt, trustees, esteemed faculty, honored guests, family members, friends, alumni, and my fellow graduates. I'm so happy to be here amongst you. It is such an honor to be standing before you all today. I'm sure this has been quite a journey for all of you, just as much as it has been for me. I've definitely learned a lot about myself and life over the past 2 years. For me, the beauty of today is that we all come from different backgrounds as adult learners. For some, this may have been a requirement for a current position or a prerequisite for a future position. Or for some, this is completely voluntary. This could be someone's first bachelor's or someone's second master's or vice versa. Despite those differences, we all still have something in common, and that is barriers. No matter our background, we all had barriers to achieving our degrees, whether it was time or money, tangible or intangible. We fought many fears, whether it be our children not getting enough attention, not being able to pay off our debt, not getting enough sleep, or just not having enough time in the day to work, parent, and get homework done. A friend's wife was recently diagnosed with ALS. and hearing him talk about what he goes through daily really helps to put your own life into perspective. In a year and a half, she went from tripping quite often to being almost completely flaccid. I find myself thinking, if I had only a year, what more would I want to accomplish? And what is stopping me? Is it really a barrier, or am I just afraid to move forward? And I think we all realized that completing this stepping stone in our educational journeys was bigger than any of our perceived barriers. I completed my BSN in 2013, and in that same year was blessed with a beautiful little girl. As most of you may know, having a child is the most exhilarating and terrifying experience ever. Exhilarating because it teaches you, and terrifying because it teaches you. I had all sorts of ideas for my future, but none were concrete until I saw her. From that moment, I stopped allowing myself to just be okay with things. I stopped settling. If it doesn't suit me, I keep moving up or forward or whatever direction gets me closer to where I want to be. It teaches you what is important in life, like being happy and spreading that happiness. I think that is what pushes us all to be here today and every day after today. We can never stop asking ourselves, are we happy? Are we satisfied? Is this where we want to be? After her birth, I realized that I wasn't where I wanted to be. I didn't feel fulfilled, and I wanted to live up to the advice that I want to give my daughter in the future. I wanted to be able to tell her that she was never a barrier and that she never held me back from achieving anything I truly wanted. So I decided that I needed to make a change and chose to go back to school. It was rough, as I ended up switching jobs at the same time, which meant working 12-hour night or day shifts at 3 different jobs and taking up to 3 courses at a time. Combine that with having to get back into the groove of writing papers and now doing it half awake, whether it be at night or in the morning after I got home from work. And I struggled to balance spending time with my daughter and writing papers. I'd write a paragraph, sing a Bubble Guppies song before writing another paragraph. Turned out to be quite the singer now. But I don't think that I'd be standing here before you today if I didn't have my family helping me every step of the way. My parents are my rock, and I will be forever indebted to them for their selflessness and dedication to both me and my daughter. Aside from all those hurdles and bumps in the road, we all achieved our goal. We all achieved what was once termed unthinkable in our minds, despite all of that anxiety and fear, and those sleepless nights thinking of the right words or project or up with a sick child. We are here today and should be extremely proud. I am proud of all of us, and I think that if we can achieve this, then there really isn't anything standing in the way of us achieving our ultimate goal or goals, no matter what they may be. Melissa Meyer, Yahoo's CEO, said if you push through the feeling of being scared, that feeling of taking risk, really amazing things can happen. And I wholeheartedly believe that, especially after today. Here's to the first Thomas Edison State University graduating class. Thank you.
Rochelle R. Hendricks, you are a distinguished leader in higher education and were named the first Secretary of Higher Education for the state of New Jersey in 2011. You have served the higher education community with insight, compassion, and brilliance over the course of more than 20 years. Your leadership in policy and program development to enhance the capacity and competitiveness of New Jersey's higher education institutions has resulted in significant positive accomplishments. You have engaged the Department of Higher Education in the National Higher Education Reform Agenda and have advanced the blueprint for higher education reform as recommended by the Governor's Higher Education Task Force. Implemented the New Jersey Medical and Health Sciences Education Restructuring Act and the Building Our Future Bond Act, building cross-sector state and national partnerships. You serve as chair of the Council on Innovation, established to enhance collaboration among academia, business, industry, and the state, a member of the State Ethics Commission, and vice chair of the Educational Facilities Authority Board. You are the recipient of numerous academic leadership and service recognitions from diverse state and national organizations. You are a committed, effective, and consistent advocate for educational opportunity in the best spirit of what Thomas Edison State University stands for your leadership and vision, and for your continuing commitment to progress, and for all of your many and significant accomplishments. By authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Good afternoon, Thomas Edison State, wait for it, University. To the President, Dr. George Pruitt, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, staff, alumni, elected officials, family, and friends of the class of 2016, and to the stars of the day, the members of the class of 2016. I'm delighted to be with you on this momentous occasion. Go ahead, give yourself a hand clap. I could feel it coming. It's okay. I definitely feel most privileged to receive the Honorary Doctor for Humane Letters from Thomas Edison State University, becoming an honorary member of this, the 44th graduating class. Quite honestly, this recognition is beyond my expectations, and I am deeply honored and humbled to share this special day with all of you. Thank you. Today also provides me with the opportunity to publicly thank Dr. Pruitt and the Thomas Edison State University family for the exceptional contributions you have made and continue to make to higher education in the state and the nation. Dr. Pruitt's leadership is legendary, very special, and very rare, and I have enjoyed taking full advantage of his wisdom, experience, and candor. As a member of the Governor's Task Force on Higher Education, Dr. Pruitt was part of the team that recommended restoring higher education to a cabinet-level position, the position I now have the good fortune to occupy. And that report, as he references, served as my roadmap for setting priorities and breaking new ground to advance higher education in New Jersey. So thank you, Dr. Pruitt and the Thomas Edison State University team members, also for consistently saying yes when I have asked you to chair committees and lead the changes needed to enhance New Jersey higher education statewide. And I haven't finished asking you, so please continue to say yes when I call. Your partnership with the state is of great value in promoting new, meaningful progress by highlighting and undergirding the critical roles of higher education in the life and prosperity of the state. I especially appreciate your commitment to the city of Trenton, our capital city, demonstrated by choosing to be located in this city, by honoring the rich history of the city reflected in everything that you do, and by your service to the citizens and how you engage with the city, the county, and state leaders to renew the vigor and vitality of this city. Together, we are doing great things, and greater things shall we do through our expanding partnerships, vision, and commitment. Thank you for providing a world-class education to your students. Here at Thomas Edison, individuals with the desire to learn and grow, to enhance their careers or start new careers, have the opportunity to pursue their dreams. Congratulations, class of 2016, for working hard and taking advantage of this educational opportunity. It's your persistence, effort, and resilience. These are qualities that have helped you succeed, qualities that will help you to continue to realize your dreams. After all, you, and now me with you, we represent TESU, a pioneer. Yes, go ahead. And I promised George I'll be short, so I got 2 more sentences, and my colleague from South Africa is going to use the time I might have used, okay? Is that fair? But you're a pioneer in higher education. I often remind people that a lot of what people are celebrating now started right here with Thomas Edison State University, offering education that's not limited by time or place. It is about possibility over limitation. So, dream big enough to imagine greatness in yourself and your community, your state and your nation. Envision yourselves as a citizen of the world, sharing your talents and gifts to make the future brighter. And remember, TSU, no limit, all possibility. Go take charge. It's your state, your nation, your world. Let's make a difference. Congratulations and thank you.
Manila Stanley Makanya, you are a distinguished leader and advocate for higher education and were named Principal and Vice Chancellor for the University of South Africa on January 1st, 2011. You lead one of the largest universities in the world and continue to make significant contributions serving the educational needs of adult learners. Born in Durban, South Africa, you persevered in high school through student uprisings and overcame significant challenges to complete your high school education. You serve as treasurer for the African Council for Distance Education, president of the International Council for Distance Education, vice president of Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association, international body, deputy chairperson of the South African National Commission for UNESCO, and chairperson of the cultural sector of the South African National Commission for UNESCO. You continually participate in academic and higher education forums in South and Southern Africa and internationally. You are an outstanding leader, distinguished scholar, and continue to make great contributions towards distance education. You are a committed, effective, and consistent advocate for higher education and distance education in the best spirit of what Thomas Edison State University stands for your leadership and vision, for your continuing commitment to progress, and for all of your many significant accomplishments. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining.
President George Pruitt and your beloved wife, the chairperson of the Board of Trustees and the Board of Directors, senior members of the Thomas Edison University's management, faculty, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I am very humbled by the huge honor you've given me today. I know how carefully we consider honorary doctorates in my own university, and therefore feel privileged to be among the distinguished community of this university across the Atlantic. I also realize the responsibility you are placing on me to live up to your expectations. I trust that my own conduct and leadership will reflect positively on this impressive institution and that my continued association with you will result in mutual benefit and growing networks. I share your advocacy of distance education and self-directed learning for mature students in the interests of lifelong learning, and salute your success in showing the way. In accepting this honor, I need to recognize the contribution of others, my family especially, my own late parents, my own two late brothers, my wife, my children, and my grandchildren, as well as my son-in-law. My wife is with me here today. Thank you so much for accompanying me. I can't imagine that I would be here today if it were not for their support. Academic careers are not singular. They rely on the inspiration and sacrifice of a close circle of families, friends, and colleagues. I have also been fortunate in my third-year career to have the encouragement of the large community of more than 300,000 students of the University of South Africa. I've been privileged to work with courageous leaders in the past who taught me principles which I've employed from my days as a junior member of faculty in the Department of Sociology to the Deanship of Humanities and Social Sciences to Pro-Vice Chancellor and ultimately to Principal and Vice Chancellor, which is a quaintly colonial appellation for the president of a university back at home. Today, I'm acutely aware of the challenges that face all universities, especially those that promote open distance and e-learning. The very idea of the university is under scrutiny in so many ways. We are all rethinking our role, no matter our niche. Student activism has returned with an energy I remember from my years as an undergraduate during the era of oppressive segregation in South Africa. My own intellectual formation coincided with the rise of anti-apartheid protests and an appreciation of the Black consciousness theory and philosophy which informed this direction. At the University of Fort Hare, my alma mater, which has recently celebrated its 100th anniversary, we were immersed in the ideas of the icons such as Steve Bantu Biko, Frantz Fanon, and Amilcar Cabral, as well as the icons of African American political theory and activism, including Booker T. Washington, W.B. Du Bois, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, and many more. Moreover, the continental African influences of Kwame Nkrumah, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Ali Mazrui, and Eskia Mphahlele, among others, broadened my sense of Africanism and its challenge to colonial and global knowledge. Drawing on this theory and history, I've in recent times drawn on the African diasporan influences, including those from the Caribbean, especially Haiti, Jamaica, and Cuba. Intriguingly, this mix of political conscience and transformation have shaped my understanding of social and academic transformation. What has struck me, however, is how universal my experience is. The civil rights movement in this country played a very significant role in the anti-apartheid movement. American universities supported the economic and academic boycott of racist South Africa. Little wonder then that academia, like the majority of South Africans, welcomed the Obama presidency with such enthusiasm. It seemed like the culmination of the late President Nelson Mandela's long walk to freedom for the world. The fact that he brought an intellectual lens to political life was doubly to be celebrated. I'm sure that in this audience, many will identify with my search for academic authenticity. In an era of the hashtag Rhodes Must Fall movement back at home in South Africa and the Black Lives Matter campaign in this country, which has spread across the world, I realize the symmetry of our struggles. We are part of an international campaign to rethink the idea of the university in light of the massive social upheavals and war which has given rise to new civil rights movements. Recently, I introduced a transformation program at UNISA, which has 5 pillars, which I'll share with you quickly. The first relates to asserting African scholarship. The second, to changing the institutional culture of UNISA to reflect its context and identity. The third, to transforming our systems to improve service to students. The fourth, to promoting diverse and inclusive leadership. And the fifth, to advancing consultation and communication as integral to a change discourse. I believe that these focus areas fit many university contexts, from Amsterdam to Addis Ababa, and from San Francisco to Dubai, and from New Jersey to Mumbai. More and more students are questioning the higher education they are experiencing. They are critical of the curriculum and are calling for epistemic justice. And they are angry about the student debt, which is growing as an international concern. Changing the idea of the university is a long-standing decolonial demand that dates back to Edward Wilmot Blyden's campaign in Sierra Leone in the 1830s, when he advocated an indigenous African university emerging from African historical, cultural, and intellectual soil, rather than a Eurocentric university in Africa. This demand for an African university was articulated as a process of Africanization within broader opposition to European imperialism. The attainment of political independence was not, however, accompanied by serious commitment to scholarly independence and self-confidence. The genuine transformation, we know, is about more than simply the appointment of Black university presidents or increasingly the diversity of academics and students and adding the work of African, Asian, and Latin American scholars to an old curriculum. This shallow form of transformation assumed a mainly reformist character that did not touch the idea of the university and the Eurocentric and northern foundations of knowledge and curriculum in our South African institutions of higher learning. Consequently, the agenda for changing the conceptualization of the university has remained the unfinished business in the democratic project across the African continent and beyond. Today, the question of cognitive justice for a people whose very humanity has been questioned, whose rationality has been denied, whose histories have been silenced, whose knowledges and languages have been relegated, has become a loud and legitimate demand. My sense is that this applies to this country as much as it does to my own country, South Africa. The challenge for all of us is how do we respond to this demand as a university? For me, transformation in the South African higher education landscape has meant tackling the following, and you may find resonances in your own situation. One, it is the recognition of the fact that all human beings are born into a valid and legitimate knowledge system. Two, that taking cognitive justice issues seriously through regrounding and recontextualizing the university within non-Western historical, cultural, and intellectual realities. Three, rethinking the curriculum through a careful and systematic critique of Northern epistemic dominance and opening up ecologies of knowledge that reflect local and global South perspectives. For changing the mission and identity of the university to reflect its specific national and geographic location without in any way losing its universality. 5, addressing the problems of language imperialism through the systematic introduction of endogenous knowledge systems, the use of other languages, and an infusion of African and Caribbean thought into all the academic and intellectual endeavors of the university. 6, democratizing how we teach through negotiated, conversational, and dialogical forms that take on board other forms of teaching and learning, and which listen and hear student voices and use a wider archive. And finally, opening up scholarship rather than stratifying it in received forms and adopting different, innovative, and transgressive pedagogies. My intention is that once all of these changes have been made, the University of South Africa that I'm leading will be truly proud as an African university, which, in my view, will live up to its own vision of shaping futures in the service of humanity. I am honored as an academic leader to be one who tests this and its practical application. 2 weeks ago, as we commemorated the death of Steve Bantu-Biko, who was killed 39 years ago in the apartheid detention cells, Angela Davis was our guest speaker. This emphasizes the links between United States of America and South African anti-racism, which are as important as ever. I was challenged by a support of our students, and it was moving to see how she passed the torch to a new academic generation of African women. She spoke passionately about recovering the voices of Black women. Her sophisticated analysis addressed our deep ideological prejudices. She tackled heteropatriarchy and racism head-on. She also declared support for feminist leadership against the prevailing neoliberalism of masculinist higher education. She remains a huge challenge for me, and I guess I'm not alone. Universities are untransformed as long as the scholarly discourses remain dominated by the others, where other ideas are not given any space. Now, my view is that to achieve this transformation is an urgent intellectual leadership that is required from those who are at the helm of these universities, but that it is also going to bring about an ethical order when we address these challenges, particularly that are faced by my own country. And I also understand that doing so will require heavily to invest in ethical policies and practices of our own institutions. In fact, this has been my mission since I took the leadership of my own university. But I believe that ethics are intrinsic to academic disciplines as well as to management. And ethical leadership is not only about good governance and service delivery, but also about academic integrity. Ethical leadership means living our values in our teaching and learning, in our research, and in our academic citizenship. Our leadership needs to exemplify the values of social justice, collective responsibility, integrity, excellence, responsive student-centeredness, and dignity in diversity. The ethics of respect are also essential to build healthy relations with our students and faculty. So much is written about leadership, but we see little of it in action. And I would like to see a situation where, as universities, we promote participative leadership, which also is inclusive of inclusive leadership, and that students must be trained to provide leadership at various levels as part and parcel of giving them opportunities to take leadership in future. Leadership needs to permeate the whole of university, at course level, at departmental and faculty level, on committees, in assessment practices, in curriculum transformation, technological innovation, at Senate level and across the entire university. We have to raise our academic voice in society to influence development in statecraft. To that end, we need to re-energize the intellectual power of the university. I have recently read a set of essays by Bruce McFarlane on intellectual leadership in higher education, which calls for a renewal of the role of the university professor. And I'm glad that we have all of them sitting among us here today. I know that what is paramount for university professors is academic freedom, but as we always say back at home, that academic freedom without any responsibility and accountability is no freedom at all. And therefore, we need to understand that as we provide leadership of our intellectual capital, that the interests of the others must be at the core of the work that we do. That's the only way in which we can provide the space that can be reclaimed and applauded by virtually everyone else. Finally, let me talk about Thomas Edison State University. This university has been an influential leader and partner in the world of distance, online, and self-directed learning. Both universities, Thomas Edison and mine, have shared our respective experiences, course designs, and technologies in order to develop sound educational programs and class-leading modules that promote graduateness in competitive environments. As a university which is an open distance and e-learning university, we are offering from certificate, diploma, up to a doctoral level. The E in our case is meant to increase the use of information and communication technologies. And it is our view that this relationship will actually be a plus in the future that we have determined for ourselves, but simultaneously will influence and fertilize the activities of Thomas Edison University. We recently introduced signature courses that are primarily driven by technology and delivered via the same mode online. And they have taken off in an amazing way, and we are excited about this development. In our country, we are going through troubling times, and I can tell you that this is a tumultuous change, which for the first time, post the 1976 Soweto uprisings and the state of emergency in the mid-1980s, the change that we're currently experiencing is being expressed by our university students and intellectual activists. I've tried to argue that this mobilized academia is linked to the big intellectual project to rethink the idea of the university. If we listen to radical thinkers, they advocate the idea of a multiversity because it widens the campus of knowledge. It encourages the philosophical competition and complementarity, and it advances the virtues of self-directed learning so that we can all flourish. My colleague, the retiring Vice Chancellor of the Free State University, describes the difficult task ahead in the following way. Quote, "This is a difficult dimension of change, how to open the university to full political expression, yet at the same time allowing for other kinds of social activism that is not reduced to party politics and that does not trap students in racial categories of organization." His sentiments closely echo my own thoughts on the interplay of personal and political and of necessity, humble introspection, where he says, quote, "Throughout, I'm conscious of my troubled history, my own woundedness, my own sense of the need for personal transformation. It is, paradoxically, that sense of weakness that gives me strength. It is the awareness of incompleteness that seems to draw people to engage their personal journeys, that seems to be within the institutional journey. It is not self-confidence, but self-criticism that enables us to suspend judgment and to allow introspection. That acute sense of personal weakness conveys a deep sense and understanding that you cannot presume to change others unless you've confronted your own demons, and that you cannot lead alone, unquote. And in these words, I just want to congratulate the class that is graduating today from Thomas Edison University. Thank you so much.
We are delighted and honored to have with us today Princeton Pro Musica, conducted by Ryan James Brando. They will now perform Hark, I Hear the Harp's Eternal, arranged by Alice Parker. Please join me in welcoming Princeton Pro Musica.
Hark, I hear the harp's eternal, ringing on the farther shore. As I hear those soaring waters with their deep and solemn roar. Hallelujah, 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 and my soul sing with sorrow, baby sighs the light of day, passes swiftly o'er the waters, to see the city far away. Hallelujah, hallelujah, souls have crossed before me safely to that land of lovely rest, and I hear them singing gaily in the mansions of the blessed.
I am now pleased to recognize those students who have earned their degree with distinction. The requirements for earning these awards can be found in today's program. The Arnold Fletcher Award recognizes baccalaureate degree recipients who have made exceptional achievements in independent learning using methods pioneered by Thomas Edison State University. Arnold Fletcher honoraries wear a gold cord. Members in Alpha Sigma Lambda National Honor Society recognizes adult students who have excelled in their studies by earning an overall grade point average of 3.2 or higher and are in the top 20% of their graduating class. Alpha Sigma Lambda inductees wear garnet and gold cord. Membership in the International Society of Education, Kappa Delta Phi Honor Society, recognizes the academic achievements and professional accomplishments of educators worldwide. Inductees wear a violet and jade cord. Membership in the Honor Society of Nursing, Sigma Theta Tau International, recognizes outstanding undergraduate and graduate nursing students. They can be identified by their purple and white cord. Members of the School of Business Honor Society, Sigma Beta Delta International, recognizes undergraduate and graduate students in business and management. They can be identified by their green and gold cords. With all these recipients and inductees, please stand. You may be seated. Now we would like to recognize those graduates who are active duty military and veterans. They may be identified by the red, white, and blue cord. Please rise.
Will all the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Applied Science and Technology please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Graduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Haji.
Will all the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, Master of Arts in Educational Technology and Online Learning, and Master of Arts in Liberal Studies please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degrees as established by the Graduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Woznicki.
Will all of the School of Business candidates for the degrees of Masters of Business Administration, Masters of Science in Human Resource Management, and Masters of Science in Management please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all the requirements for the degrees as established by the Graduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Williams.
Will all the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Nursing please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degree. These candidates have met all the requirements for the degree as established by the Graduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and is approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Marshall.
Will all of the candidates in the John S. Watson School of Public Service and Continuing Studies for the degrees of Master of Public Service Leadership, Master of Science in Homeland Security, and Master of Science in Management please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Graduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Youngblood. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. This is a very special commencement. This is the first class of Thomas Edison State University. This is the first performance of the university's new alma mater, but we also have another milestone. Today we are graduating the 50,000th graduate of Thomas Edison State University, and she is Ms. Marcy Giannetti, receiving her MSN in Informatics. She was one of 3,059 students to earn a degree from the university this year, and did so with a 4.0 GPA. She did this while employed as a nurse at both Jersey Shore University Medical Center and Meridian Health. Congratulations to you.
Marcy Giannetti.
Premwadi Savita Hussain.
Ida Elizabeth Biddle, Mayor.
Sophia Stanley.
Judith McCray.
Derek Lamar Witherspoon.
Stephen Jones.
Marnie Zito.
Jennifer Germana.
Angel Castro.
James S. Williams, third.
Allison Lynn Adamowski.
Raina Anderson.
Brandon Namanga Mbua Koto.
Latoya D. Curtin.
Ronald Cundy.
Luis Sandoval, Commander, U.S. Coast Guard.
Nakia Smith.
Carol Wilson.
Lynn Lotwin.
Latoya Randall.
Sky Mary Petit.
Sergeant Angel Luis Diaz Rosario, U.S. Army.
Jennifer Stark.
Michelle Leonard.
August George Stoll III.
Terry Palmer, V, United States Navy.
Mona Dikivadia.
Mitzi Jeanette Sierra.
Fred Hunter.
Douglas Kearns.
George Gonzalez Gomez.
Ana Maria Bayo.
Sangeet Satish.
Erica Kishler.
Rebecca Aguas.
Aaron Walker. Zenaida Beatriz Manzano.
Annette Marie Donna.
Christine Twybill.
Janet Bennett.
Todd White.
Nerissa Castell.
Mona Williams.
Aaron McMillan.
Danielle Cole Williams.
Danielle's my first cousin, April Michelle Maxwell Henley. Turn down for what? Part 2.
Shamita Coney.
Denise Villa.
Cynthia Lynch.
Kofi Ata Yaboa.
Abiola Oyetunde.
Kezia Sechaya Kabuo.
Heather Klein, Army National Guard.
Laura Wright.
Melinda Marie Wood.
Keena Herring. Tanya Brito. Esther O. Cooke.
Trisha McGovern Egginton.
Janet Parada.
Jacques Bikondo.
Ruby Imbong.
Lauren Shelley Rodriguez.
Kimberly Mitchell.
Iris M. Irizarry Roscoe.
Pamela Ringgold.
Mr. President, Deans John Aji, John Woznicki, Michael Williams, Filomela Marshall, and Joseph Youngblood II will now present the candidates for the conferring of the baccalaureate degree. Dean Aji.
Of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Applied Science and Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics. Please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned
degrees.
Thank you, Dean Aji.
Will the Heavin School of Arts and Sciences candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all the requirements for the degrees as established by the Undergraduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Woznicki.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degree. These candidates have met all the requirements for the degree as established by the Undergraduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Williams.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degree. These candidates have met all the requirements for the degree as established by the Undergraduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Marshall.
Will all of the candidates in the John S. Watson School of Public Service and Continuing Studies for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Human Services please stand and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the aforementioned degrees. These candidates have met all of the requirements of the degree as established by the Undergraduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Youngblood. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Cane and all, I made it. My name is Deborah Harwell.
Denise Winchester Prickett, BSN.
Sharon Zola.
Yolanda Bergen.
Sobi Salako.
Teresa Imbrebonzi.
Alina Lamyanskaya. Colby Watson.
Amy Edwards.
Casey Holmes.
Douglas W. Hall.
Senior Chief Damian Cheneau, United States Navy.
Robin D. Smith. Michelle Jones. Victoria Butaleb.
Amanda Guzman.
Denise McKenzie, U.S. Navy veteran.
Madison Funsell.
Tracy Good. Margaret Kelsey.
Jason Peller.
Amanda Rodriguez.
Brian John Lalaberte.
Christina Tona.
Jacqueline Brooks.
Carmine Barbarese, United States Navy.
Gregory Spatz.
Mark David Fisher.
Noemi Saibe.
Helene Asher.
Karen Brunn, Senior Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force.
Allison Schmidt.
Michael David Glasser, and we're having another baby.
Roseanne Reese.
David Falkenberg.
Stephanie Maddox.
Geraldine Ezema. Nancy Jasabi Bangura.
Claudia Nance.
Shruti Desai.
John Leone. Thank you, Dad.
Dolores Castellan.
Clifford O'Brien.
Shelley Cousins.
Debbie Pompanio.
Layla Sharif Wilson.
Mihaela Samuels, U.S. Army.
Lilian Ukadike.
Michał Krajewski.
Rusha Kanal, BSN.
Melvin Coe.
Michael Moreno.
Edwin Richard Calzaretta.
Shannon Davis, BSN.
Pinal Patel.
Jonathan Guyton.
Glenn Gonzalez.
Valerie Yanowski.
Joan Aurelia Madera.
Kevin Kenny.
Stacy Barrett, U.S. Navy.
Yelena Grigorian.
Stacy Ann Davis.
Mara Bratz.
Faith Granruff.
Kathleen Vaughn.
Millie Wallet, BSN.
Karen Manili.
Vanessa Ashley Patterson, Biker Chick.
Beza Barakat.
Rosemary Becker.
Cherie Hoffman.
Caroline Logan.
Patricia Christ.
Jay Regmi, newly enlisted U.S. Army.
Sue Miller.
Lance McColgan.
Stephanie Ann Pincus.
Roxanne Hawkins Marshall, U.S. Army Reserve, Spec 4.
Lisa Marie Jones.
Christopher Phillips, United States Navy veteran.
DJ Welch.
Jacqueline Cassandra Baldwin White.
Andrew Tandoy.
Monica Williams.
Divinely favored Tisha Michelle Goodson.
Stephanie Brown.
Cynthia Leslie Concepcion.
Dawn D.
Walter, BSN.
Gary Sharon Wilkins.
Thurman Mason, Jr.
Joshua Lewis, the United States Coast Guard.
Jessica R. Boyle, Senior Master Sergeant, United States Air Force.
Lisette Blanca Munoz.
Danielle Sadlow. Sarah Rieger.
Suzanne Chambers.
Robert Winslow Bronson II.
Jack Spradley.
Solomon Jeffrey Kenneth Chijokuche.
Brenda Marie Wagner.
Gina Pearson.
Stephanie Marquez Raillo.
Samantha Jean Thompson Conk.
Maurice Mengia.
Mia Villanueva. Vicky Barrera.
Maura Everhart.
Sheena Florent.
Danielle Spare, BSN. Woo!
William Holslander.
Graham McRitchie.
Melissa Abrascato. Fallon Hughes. Diana Odessa. Sarah Schneid.
Michelle Ann Taylor. Mahara Nahan.
Robert Joseph Clough.
Sharisa Lovick.
YN1 Calandis Francis, United States Navy.
Maddie LaHaye.
Peter Villanueva.
Brendan James O'Brien.
April Catherine Page.
Sonia Ward. Stay in your magic.
Sergeant Michelle Williams, U.S. Army. Huh?
Mina Sami. Thank you, America.
Chief Warrant Officer 3, Nathan Galloway, Wyoming Army National Guard.
Matthew Hoffman.
Morgan Hebb.
Melissa Martin.
Desiree Diaz.
Sanda Z. Puscal.
Julian Montella.
Blanca Lopez.
Gisela Ramos.
Navy Chief Damian Williams, Navy Chief, Navy Pride.
Cuthbert Sandy Johnson, United States Navy, retired. United States Postal Service, retired. God bless America.
Leslie, Denise, Murphy Allen, Mom, Tim, Bishop, and Raven, this one's for you.
Lee Troop, United States Army, retired.
Melissa Chu.
Daryl Salmani.
Jamil L. Allen.
Marcia Newton. BSN. I love you, family.
Mary Chris Salazar.
Russell Springer.
Crawford Coleman Polk, First Class Petty Officer, United States Navy.
Edward Robert Grega, United States Navy.
Jamie Makuchi, veteran, United States Air Force, New Jersey Air National Guard.
Edward Hanna, Sergeant First Class, United States Army.
Leonard Johnson, Senior Chief, United States Navy, retired. Navy Chief, Navy Pride.
Esther Hoffner Curtis.
Glenn Colon.
Ashante Jordan.
Pennyville Young, BSN.
Barbara Adkins.
Brian Salazar, Senior Chief Petty Officer, United States Coast Guard.
Paul Skelton.
Maria Ebo, BSN.
Russell Amerio.
Lieutenant Commander Jonathan Mangum, U.S. Coast Guard.
Timothy Rigg, veteran, United States Navy.
Elena Taylor Tate.
Michael Tierney.
Marcus Dumas!
Aaron Ingwerson.
Barbara Evans Lefko.
Francis Ja.
Donald McGinnis.
John Chuck.
Isaac Robert Flex.
Daniel Franklin Lynham.
Catherine Elizabeth Lynham.
Molly Catherine Fox.
Juwara Frager, a.k.a. everybody's favorite airman. Technical Sergeant, U.S. Air Force.
Katrina Vargas.
Alexander Robert Majewski.
Colleen Angela Shutt.
Cheryl Ann Sourbeer.
Kishima Jones.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Brandy Lynn Ann Macco, BSN.
Gerald Dance.
Michael Stevenson.
Amela Erickson. Rebecca Eich.
Aaron Brady, electrician's mate, U.S. Navy.
Adekemi Bosede Ajike.
Sergeant Lance Hubbard, United States Marine Corps. Rah!
Melody Boyce Jefferson, BSN.
Juan Fandino.
Amanda Tyrell.
Heather Grzelnik.
Catherine Renine Hart.
Andrew Frith Jr.
Megan McManus, BSN. This one's for you guys.
Colleen Corbett, retired Air Force.
Zenray Myers, BSN.
Garrett Tompkins.
Jessica Garris.
Martin Krzwicki, veteran, United States Marine Corps.
Yes.
Chief Petty Officer Eric Delgado, United States Navy. Hooyah.
Cheryl Fussell Williams.
Steve Crowley, United States Navy.
Dorota Winks.
Faith Van Shake, United States Air Force.
Marion Bloomwa Horace Hills, wife of a U.S. Airman. Shout out to all the military spouses.
Doreen Foreman, BSN.
Kalma J. Butler.
Grace DiBartolo.
Samantha Granada Brinson, RN, BSN.
Lewis Smith.
Arnell Abelia.
Tasha Lawson.
Abdullah K. Graham, congratulations to all the graduates. Education is national security. Thank you.
Marissa Ortiz.
Angel D. Hall, BSN.
Jeffrey Oteratua.
Gabriela Garriga. Jorge Joel, this is for you.
MM04, veteran, United States Navy.
Chelsea Carlino.
Laura Johnson.
Mildred Ann Stover.
Robert Gregory Weaver, Navy submarine veteran.
Aaron Powell, Master Sergeant, United States Air Force.
Mark English, Dad, this for you. Love you.
Dave Williams.
LaShanta Irby.
Cassandra Dorner.
Richard Zarillo.
Shakisha Jarvis Drake.
Lucille Samuels. Javonda Lou Weiler. To God be the glory.
Sonja Newhouse, semi-day, BSN, and honored to be a member of this class of 2016.
Valerie Lewis. Thank you, Janet.
Major Christine Ann Smith, United States Air Force Nurse Corps.
Crystalie Kyra Matalevich.
Dana DiMartino.
Connell John Devry.
Shenandoah Greek, veteran, United States Air Force.
Latamala Holloway.
Sergeant First Class Michael Webby, United States Army.
Sergeant Mario Gonzalez, U.S. Army Guard.
Wendell Claiborne, U.S. Army retired.
Jean Ann Brown, RN, finally BSN with honors.
Peter Giangrande.
Rosemary Esmond Tierney. Love you.
Mary Grace Magturo Briones.
Sarah Taylor. Finally, Francine Bradley. I love you guys.
Keisha M. Brown.
Pamela Griffin Harris, BSN.
Nancy Vega, BSN.
Vito Inazelli.
Elaine Brown.
David Boyce.
Adriana Tedeschi, BSN.
Jennifer Adams.
Nicole Gansert, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Air Force.
Beverly C. Bailey Lane, United States Air Force.
Ken Grisback.
Thomas Barber.
Michael Robinson, Technical Sergeant, New Jersey Air National Guard.
Terrence Deshaun Green.
Command Sergeant Major Joey Gaskins, United States Army. Ho!
Laura Marie Brower, BSN.
Nana Amponsa.
Justin O'Connor, United States Army.
Diana May Waltz, BSN.
Melissa Campbell Penny, BSN. Liza Marie Shalara.
Shantae Yvette Williams.
Kia Thomas. This is for my family.
Kayla Schneider, veteran, United States Navy.
Marina DaCosta, BSN.
Michael Schramm.
Ursula Sharkey.
Harpreet Kaur. Lavanya Srinath.
Biakai Catherine.
Brandon Rouge, United States Army retired.
Francesca McGriff.
Shira Hudson.
Keenan Levert Clayton, veteran, United States Army.
Christina Reyes, BSN.
Wanda Rodriguez, active duty drill sergeant, U.S. Army. Hua!
Jonathan Cummings James.
Candace Walker. Nicole Trent Noble. Malachi and Noble, this is for you.
Proud graduate from the School of Business and Management, I am Ann Del Medico.
Suzanne Catherine Botter, BSN.
Amanda Lee Ostrowski, BSN.
Ellen Clark.
Ariana Matos.
Catherine Elizabeth Ressler, BSN.
Pierre Striplet.
Marva Morris.
Jenny Michaeletz.
Carl Waltrip.
Edwin Uzadema Nadim, BA Economics.
Jonathan Barris.
Millicent Obuade. Daisha Brown. Ed A. Martin, I said this is for you. Hey, family.
Dr. Pruitt, my name is Joseph G. Morey II, and I need a job.
Carlo Papica.
Douglas Perry.
Justin Perry.
Sergeant Perez Nelson, U.S. Army. Hello, my boys.
Christopher Paul Michael Yacone.
Malik Jackson, son of Debbie Jackson, Johnny Jackson, husband of Baina Prutlow. Thank you, guys.
Chinonso Ibabuchi.
Grace Mombi Kaneya.
Sergeant First Class Caesar A. Bula, D, United States Army.
Marguerite Lewis, BSN.
Cassie Danger Lily.
Cameron Parker.
Gary Albornoz, United States Army.
Natalis Araujo, BSN.
Joanne Marie Salas.
Donaline Gargar Imperio, BSN.
Lorette Miller.
Sabino Peralta.
Savannah Mary Rain DeLillo.
Gregory Ward, Sr.
Bailey Ina Rose Johnson.
Jenna Claire Russell.
Miriam Dorothy Ketchikero, Bachelor's in Music. To God be the glory.
Mahalia Chantel Rosemary Brown, BSN.
Tara Hogan. I love you, Mom. Congrats, everybody. We did it. Woo!
Sean Shokat Gohar III.
Patricia Heulick.
Leon Jason Salter, United States Marine Corps.
Kevin Mills.
Nadia Ayash. Thank you, family.
Mary Tovar.
Karen Marie Brenner.
Michelle King. Thank you, God, and thank you, Katie.
Sara Rojas. Marie D. Pierre Altimo.
Edwin Koval. I love you, Sebastian and Carla.
I have to thank my wife, Melissa, for the sacrifices she makes. I am Jesse Lee Richardson, a warrant officer in the United States Army.
Lisa Boge Toledo, BSN.
Nicholas Todd Farnsworth. All thanks to Jesus.
Joshua Zajac. Jonathan Good, to God be the glory.
James Richard Spalding, BSN.
Laura Noel Tuis.
Jenny Andrea Peña. Te amo, Samu.
Lindsay Joy Bain, BSN. Alexandria Marie Nalbone.
Susan Lordi.
Petty Officer, 3rd Class Alexis Chong. Love you, Mom.
Kristen Russo. Love you, Jason.
Staff Sergeant Melissa Michelle Gall, U.S. Army Medical. Hook.
David Simon.
Nicolette Gonzalez, BSN. Hi, Christian.
Jarrett Travis Lewis.
Eric Walls.
James DuPont, BA Political Science.
Kelly A. May, BSN. Thank you, Jesus.
Betsy Gerard, BSN.
Tammy Francesca Sorensen, BSN RN. This one's for my mama in heaven. Felicia Crawford.
Aisha Cummings.
Mo Tao, BSN.
Darrell L. Morton, Warrant Officer, U.S. Army. All praises to God.
Ashley Maru. Aida Montague Buckner, and this is for my family, my daughters, my grandbabies, and most of all, my husband, a combat Vietnam veteran.
Roanne Gadia, BSN.
Andrew Terranova.
Prithpal Singh, this is for you. Ella, Mom, Dad, Stenia.
Ihani Frank Chinasa. This is for you, Amaji, the Chinasas, the Imbanasas. Thank you.
This is Douglas J. Topal, your favorite second place 6th grade spelling bee champ. I've been waiting a long time for this. I wish everybody mazel tov, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is for Jada Kiss.
Rose Diaz Williams. Dale.
Peter George Barraclough.
Rachel Engel, BSN.
Sandra Parachi, BSN.
Chief Miranda, U.S. Navy. Anchor up!
Ina Joseph, Hades in the house. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, all things are possible.
Marimba Amina Williams Wright.
Kamal Salhi, 2nd degree with honor. May God bless America. Thank you.
Tristan Likens.
Barbara Gazo.
Will all candidates for the associate's degree please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates standing before you for the associate's degree. These candidates have met all of the requirements for the degree as established by the Undergraduate Council of Thomas Edison State University and as approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dean Woznicki. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Jamil Roberson.
Lydia Paris, veteran, United States Army. Whoa!
Cynthia Stratus, AST.
Michael Wesley Ballar, 28 years late, Mom, but I told you I would finish.
Donna Murphy.
Sabrina Brown. Tina Lorraine Matthews.
Magoria Bradley.
Chief Petty Officer, Mama 5, Kimberly Marie Adeby, United States Navy.
Jisha George. Thank you, my family.
Charlotte Bebe Engelke. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you, God. Thank you, Thomas Edison State University. Thank you to my daughter, Teresa. Thank you.
Senior Chief Fire Controlman William Price, United States Navy.
Hugo Herrera, Army veteran.
Robert Capoletti.
Jean Raymond Bonneau. I have 5 kids and I'm doing it for them.
Tim Shanahan. James Donald Nichols, U.S. Coast Guard.
Aubrey Petraka.
Graduates of the first class of Thomas Edison State University, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. To our graduates that are serving in our nation's armed forces, thank you for your service. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Now, it is traditional at most college and university commencements for at some point in the ceremony, someone will come out, some officer of the institution, and will want to acknowledge and recognize and thank the parents of the graduates for putting their children through school. Now, parents, I know there are parents here. We are very respectful of you, and we're going to get to you, but as you can tell, the nature of our graduates are a little bit different. So we'd like to take this opportunity to first acknowledge the spouses, children, and grandchildren of our graduates to please be acknowledged and recognized. Would you please remain standing? Don't sit down, we're not done. We're now like to recognize the parents, grandparents, brothers, and sisters of our graduates. Please stand and remain standing. Please remain standing. We're not done yet. Would you please be joined by the uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, of our graduates. Thank you. You can be seated now. You are now certified to the world at large as alumni of Thomas Edison State University. She is your kindly mother, and you her cherished sons and daughters. This exercise denotes not only your severance from her, but your completed union with her. Commencement does not mean the breaking to a life apart. Rather, it marks your initiation in the fullest sense into the fellowship of the university. As bearers of her torch, as centers of her influence, as promoters of her spirit. The university is not its buildings, nor the officers of the university, nor the students of any one time. Not one of these or all of these. The university consists of all who come into and go forth from her halls, who are touched by her influence and who embody her spirit. Wherever you go, the university goes with you. Wherever you are at work, there is the university at work. What the university proposes to be, what it must always strive to be, is represented in its name, which honors a great man, a man who demonstrated the value of learning and the nobility of knowledge without regard as to the forum in which the learning took place. Let his inspiration surge in you and shine before the thousands whom you will encounter. With hope and faith, I welcome you into the fellowship. I bid you farewell only in the sense that I pray that you may fare well. You go forth, but not from us. We remain, but not severed from you. God go with you and be with you and with us. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, Dr. Pruitt. I am now pleased to introduce the alumni representative, Ms. Janice L. Kovach.
Congratulations again. It is both an honor and a privilege for me to welcome all of our new graduates to membership in the Thomas Edison State University Alumni Association. You now proudly join over 50,000 alumni across the nation and throughout the world. We have alumni in every state and more than 72 foreign countries. You are now a part of a group that includes leaders in government, business and industry, private enterprise, the performing arts, the military, and education. Whatever talent you possess, each one of you now becomes an important member of that group and contribute both as leaders in your chosen field and to your communities at large. At this time and by this ceremony, on behalf of all alumni of Thomas Edison State University, I hereby induct you into this distinguished body. Your assistance and your ideas are vital as we continue to move forward to strengthen and support our alma mater. Congratulations.
Before we conclude this ceremony, I would like to express appreciation to Princeton Pro Musica and Kevin O'Malley for providing music for us for this special occasion. Thank you, Pro Musica. I would also like to extend special thanks and to acknowledge Mr. Patrick Valentino, who is here with us today. Mr. Valentino is the composer of our new alma mater that Princeton Pro Musica will perform for us for the first time. We will conclude our 2016 commencement ceremony with the singing of the university's new alma mater. The words are in your program. Please join us in the singing of the alma mater if you would like. Now, please rise for the singing of the alma mater and remain standing at your seats for the recessional until the staff, mentors, and graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you.